Hello, my name is Leah Hanley. I'm a Bachelor's of Science in Nursing student at Pennsylvania College of Health Sciences, and this is my service learning presentation for the Jonestown Outreach Pantry. As part of my capstone for completion of my BSN, I completed 30 hours of community service at a local food pantry. The food pantry I chose is called the Jonestown Outreach Pantry, also referred to as JOY. I chose the Jonestown Outreach Pantry for multiple reasons, one being that it is local and supports my own community. I am and grew up as a resident of the Northern Lebanon School District, which is the area of population that the pantry reaches out to. Another reason I chose JOY for my service project is because their mission statement immediately caught my eye. Their mission statement is, "Our mission is to provide food relief and to alleviate struggles of the working poor and chronically food insecure." The Texas Food Bank defines food insecurity as the most broadly used measure of food deprivation in the United States. The USDA defines food insecurity as meaning consistent access of adequate food is limited by the lack of money and other resources at times during the year. Knowing that there are residents of my own community that are suffering from this was concerning to me. The final reason I chose the Outreach Pantry is because of the way they provide their service. Not only does JOY provide food for clients, they also provide other products needed for daily life as well. They also provide financial assistance in certain situations. All of these reasons combined prove to me that the Jonestown Outreach Pantry not only would meet the requirements I needed for my project, but better yet, it would allow me to help my community members. This project didn't just happen overnight. It took plenty of planning, research, and implementation to be as successful as it was. I already explained why and how I chose the JOY agency for my project, but before I began volunteering, I felt that I needed to do some type of research on the population. While I knew that there were low-income residents in my community, I was shocked to learn the amount and the severity. I learned that on average there were 60 to 70 clients consisting of single families to extended families of 5 or more members that took part in the food pantry on a bi-monthly schedule. In addition to researching the population, I also had to decide how I was going to provide my volunteer service. My volunteer time took place by being a client shopper, assisting with food drives, and creating recipe cards for the clients to make food choices easier and healthier. As a client shopper, I assisted clients as they did their shopping. Each client is given a card based on the number of members in their household. The card then determines how many choices they were allowed to have in each food group, such as vegetables, fruit, protein, pasta, and so on. As a shopper, we were to assure that the clients were following their allotted food allowance and also helped in making choices. Another way I really enjoyed helping was by creating recipe cards for the clients. During the summer months, the pantry would be given fresh produce to hand out to the clients. Unfortunately, many of the clients didn't know how to cook or prepare the produce. I created recipe cards for different produce items using other ingredients that could be collected within the pantry, allowing for more and healthier options for the clients. The final step in my project design was simple. It was to make a difference. Not only was I able to make a difference in many of the clients' lives by being an ear to talk to, but they were also able to make a difference in my own life. They taught me the value of a hot meal, and how privileged I am to be able to buy a cart of groceries at the grocery store, or pick out Jif peanut butter over another brand. Buy pancake mix that required milk and eggs rather than the kind you just add water to. They truly give a meaning to the phrase, "Don't take what you have for granted." The objectives I developed related to my service project included: develop a food drive event to raise 250 pounds of food product by September of this year. Assist one client with choosing a healthy and financially appropriate food option each week while volunteering at the pantry. Assist with organizing supplies consisting of food and personal care items for individuals of need. I was able to complete the objectives by creating flyers and providing information to collect food and other products to donate to the pantry. I was able to assist clients with shopping and choosing healthy food options from the selections provided. I created recipe cards that introduced new and healthy food items for individuals who were unsure of options. And I sorted food and stocked shelves prior to client shopping days. I also was able to organize fresh produce as it was delivered and available. When it comes to any project, there can always be revisions and considerations made for improvement. For my project with the food pantry, some revisions I would take into consideration would be the client's needs versus their desire. A situation that occurred during my volunteering experience was when a client who I was helping to shop took a considerably long time choosing foods. Since there is only a short amount of time allotted for shopping, one of our jobs is to keep the clients moving. I was shocked when she apologized to me for taking so long. She then explained that she reads the directions and ingredients needed for all of her choices, such as macaroni and cheese, pancakes, etc., because she chooses products that don't require extra ingredients such as milk. She then went on to explain that she cannot always afford to buy milk every week, and that she hates to waste it on meals when she could have gotten something that didn't require it. On the other aspect of this situation, I also came across many clients who also took longer in food choices, but not for the same reason. They would go through all the peanut butters just to pick out the name brand, as well as with other items such as dish soaps and canned goods. Another consideration I would look at would be individualization of clients. Just like in healthcare, we need to look at our patients individually. The same goes for our community. While a family of 5 may use a whole can of spaghetti sauce with one meal, a single family may only use a quarter of the jar. Therefore, a jar with a lid may be more efficient for them, while a single-use can is better for the larger families. Lastly, I would look at the willingness of the community. I was utterly amazed by the amount of volunteers the pantry had, as well as how many people were willing to donate. Many people who I spoke to, like myself, never heard of the pantry before, and after explaining what it was to them, they were more than willing to help in some way. As a healthcare professional, we are taught to evaluate people and treat and care for them individually. The healthcare professional's role in this project included looking at client nutrition, cost versus quality, cultural choices, and want versus need. By assisting the clients in making nutritious food choices, we can help to improve their overall health, decreasing the risk of obesity, diabetes, and heart disease. These 3 life-threatening diseases are all easily prevented and managed, with diet being one of their major modifiers. The economic status of the clients partaking in the pantry is very poor. By addressing the cost versus quality and quantity of the food, we can better understand and be able to help with food choices. There are also many cultural aspects that can be looked at, whether it is age or race. Different age groups choose different foods and products, as well as different races and ethnicities, all of which need to be addressed prior to assisting with food choices. Lastly, looking at each individual's want versus need. As explained in the prior slide, some clients would rather a special brand, while others would rather a more practical choice, all of which is their own choice and we need to accept. The Jonestown Outreach Pantry has the biggest impact on the population at need. Not only are they able to provide food and household supplies to the clients, allowing them to provide for themselves and their families, but they also create a support system as well. In the short time that the clients are at the pantry, they have the opportunity to converse with others in the same situation as they are in, as well as the volunteers. The pantry also allows for the clients to have a better nutritional status, leading to an overall better health. Lastly, knowing that they can put food on the table is one less stressor in their life. With less stress, they can not only live more comfortably, but they can also improve their health. The experience I was given volunteering at the Jonestown Outreach Pantry impacted me personally in multiple ways. I was not only able to support and help my community members, but I was also able to make a difference in many of their lives. Knowing that I could give options to those who wanted and needed them made me feel wonderful and needed. It gave me a feeling of self-worth, which everyone should have the chance of feeling. As a professional, this volunteer experience helped me better the health of the community by decreasing the number of members suffering from food insecurity and lessening the chances of malnutrition and poverty. It also allowed me to educate them on health food choices, which helped to promote a healthier and better life, an option that, again, everyone deserves. To conclude this presentation, I'd like to leave you with this saying, a saying that is on the front of Joy's pamphlets and one that really hit home for me. Nobody can do everything, but everyone can do something. This volunteer opportunity made me realize that it doesn't take much to make a difference in someone else's life, a difference in your community, a difference in the world, but most of all, a difference in your own life.